Go.
Hi, I'm Len Hawker. I'm the illustrator from The Rat's Heart, and
I'm Michael Gray Griffith. I'm the writer from The Rat's Heart. And so we're here today because we've got into sort of publishing in our mid-years, and it doesn't work like it used to work. We've got one novel that's been picked up by a traditional publisher. It's coming out in a few weeks, maybe, hopefully. And this other one, The Rat's Heart, and a few others, we've decided to try publish ourselves to see if we can sell some by before Christmas and just see how we go. So there's two ways we're experimenting.
mm,
Um,
how did we meet? Where did we meet?
well,
I
well, yeah, well, we met at, I had a play on just before COVID shut down the entire world. Len was sitting next to me illustrating. He was doing the lights, I was doing sound, and he was illustrating. And he was talking about a Wuhan virus, which was going to shut down the world. And I thought he was full of shit. And it turned out he wasn't full of shit. And I said to him, listen, I've got a story I've had for years in my head about this rat that doesn't have a heart. He's got to search the city for his heart. That's all I've got. And that was, you want to take over?
well, I guess from there it goes on to very wee hours of the morning for probably 5 or 6 months,
Yeah.
talking about the rat, illustrating different concepts of the rat and where the rat's going and what is he actually looking for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's so that was it. We're calling each other up and going, what if he finds this? And yeah, so we wanted to write something that had depth to it, but that children could still read, or people could, parents could read to their children, and that's what's happening. So in my world, I've got my 80-year-old plus father, who you would call a hostile audience, actually loves the book and is reading it to mum in bed. So they're the 80s. And on Len's side,
We got my daughter who's taking the book to school. I didn't know she was taking it, but she took it to school, and the teachers had them reading a chapter a day ever since.
yeah,
And she's in grade 2 at the moment. She's 7, so they got the students up reading it in front of the classroom too, bits and pieces of it. So that's quite
which has
interesting.
been
Mm.
really lovely, actually. It's really
Yeah.
lovely. And so that's our demographic. If you're between 7 and 83, you're kind of our demographic. Now, this is it. This is the Rat's Heart, and Len's done some amazing illustrations, like this great horse thing of how the rat and a few other rats are trying to find his heart. Now we send it by Amazon. Amazon works like this. You send the order and it just goes boom. That's actually
Awesome.
how it works.
It just goes boom, yeah.
Yes,
Except for the UK at the moment, apparently.
yeah, yeah. And it doesn't make that sound. It's just sort of gone. See my hand there still, but the book isn't. So we did that. Now, the thing that I love is that the kids are really enjoying the book and reading it because it's on that level they can. Here's this rat. There's a lot of humor in it, but it's sort of moving as well. But there's deeper stuff in there. So as a parent, you can read it, and it deals with looking loneliness, looking for that thing that's missing in you, and yeah, and it's been a delight. And it's got a nice uplifting ending. So at the end, you're going to feel really nice and warm and cuddly. And yeah, it's cool. So we're both very proud of it. We like it. And it's really
Yeah,
touched that the kids like it too.
yeah, no, it's really good. It was
Mm,
a good journey, and it's good to see people enjoying it as well.
mm. And
Yeah,
like Len is looking down, I have no idea where the friggin' looks. So now the next one is,
what else have we been working on during the lockdown of the
here we go.
pandemic?
Uh,
Oh yes, yes.
go. Ooh.
Oh, and what
So
have we
we
been?
wrote another book in between these ones called the Long Journey, and that's in process. We've got a few more pictures to finish that, but we've started this one, which we're both really excited by.
Hmm.
And this is Leandro, and this is Dante. That's the grandfather and grandson. And Len, you take over, otherwise I'll do all the talking.
Well, the father and grandson, they go on quite a journey, being basically stranded on this island, completely made of trash. All us, everyone's trash on this planet, sort of gathers up with the currents and streams, and ends up being a floating trash island. And that's where they have to learn how to survive, and just the journey they go through on the island, finding everything from food, water, and survival, basically keeping their sanity.
Yeah, that's it. And there's and so it's and we wanted to write an adventure book for boys. So girls, I absolutely read it too. And but we specifically wanted to try write something that the young, it's adventurous, and young boys would sort of try to get them to read and sort of get hooked on it. So it's going to end up being quite long, probably about the size of the Rat's Heart. But for now, it's in these little chapters, and we've got 2 of them. We've got another one on the way. And so they're like short reads, about 3,500 words, with about 5 or 6 drawings. And at the moment, they're just ebooks because, well, Amazon can't deliver most of the world. But it especially celebrates intergenerational relationships between males and the beauty of it, and the passing down of wisdom, and so there's lovely things like that. And he's a lovely kid. He's a really lovely kid, but he's doing it tough.
That's right, and he learns a lot from his grandfather, which is
Yeah.
good to see that being passed down.
Yeah, and he's not a perfect kid, but he gets frightened, but he's got to be brave. He's got no choice, and he's quite caring kid, and yeah, but he's definitely a boy. He's been a fisherman now. He's 10. He's been a fisherman since he was 8. He had to quit school around 10 because of poverty. So yeah. So here's we are. So at the moment, there's no. We're just starting out with this. That's him there on top of. So the currents are pushing this island around, and as they squeeze it, they form hills. So it actually looks in the distance like an island, but it's actually rubbish just been squashed together. And at the top of it, the seabirds, the albatross, have nests, and they're not very happy when Dante. Oh, something's happened.
I think you're getting barreled by the sunshine.
This is my time. Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Mother Nature decided to interrupt.
That's right. So this is it. So look, we've met, and we're just mad nuts about writing these things and writing these stories, and so we're trying to see whether we can get people to read them and get back. The lovely thing is with Len's children is that the teachers actually bought a copy too. Yeah. And so, yeah, so this is marketing on Amazon 2020. Who knows? No one seems to know how anything works. You watch YouTube videos and
everyone's got their own method.
Yeah. So this is a book aimed. Trash Island is for young boys 9 and up, and it's very exciting. Keeps going. The Rat's Heart. If you want to really read something out to your kids that will hold their attention for, like, it's in a series of chapters, hold your attention for about a week and a half. A chapter a night. That's it. They'll really love it, and also a good Valentine's present if you're trying to win someone over, man or woman, either way. There's a great love story in it, and it might just seal the deal. Seal the deal. True.
That's right.
True. And we've got to be invited to the wedding if anything goes that way,
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. If you're in Melbourne and you order a hard book of The Rat's Heart, Len and I are more than happy to sign it once the lockdown finally finishes.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to say, Mr. Hawko?
Not other than we've got a couple other projects on the way, but I don't want to say too much yet because they're
coming.
They're coming. We're going to leave that as a surprise.
Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, especially one we think is very special. They were very excited by it. But
keep your eyes
now
open.
this is it, and I really love these two characters. And they've got a hard journey ahead, and I think that makes for good reading. Lots of obstacles they've got to overcome, and so there's stuff in there. It's good. Yeah, very good. Still don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Dante as if Dante is listening to me. So I should be looking up there.
But if anybody wants to inquire about any or all of the books, they can click on the links below.
Yep.
It should be down here somewhere.
Yep. Or just get on Amazon and look for The Rat's Heart or Trash Island.
You'll find it.
They both come up #1 on their thing. So yeah,
Yep,
so
you can find.
let us know. It's,
Love to hear
I
from
think we
everyone.
should probably wind it up. Right? Okay.
Winding.
There.
Where's the winder at?
Yeah. I don't want to answer that.